Hello everyone and welcome back to another Herdwatch webinar. Today we are going to go through everything within the Herdwatch app. So just on a very brief overview, just to give you an idea of the features that are available to you if you were to become a Herdwatch member. So I am just going to share my screen here. Guys, you might let me know if you can see my screen okay?
Yeah, looks fine there.
Brilliant. So like I said, we're going to go over the basics just to give you an insight of what is available across the different platforms. So today I'm joined by Chris Good, who is the customer support team lead, and John O'Brien, who is the sales team lead. And I myself am Katie Shanahan, and I am the content marketing executive. So the two lads here would be on the phones every day to you all. So they're the ones that are going to take over the demo later on to go through what is available in the app. So today we're going to try to keep it within the 30 minutes. We don't want it to go on too long. It's going to be very brief. If you want more information on anything, we have a website there where you can see different tutorials, videos, different articles to help you get going with the Herdwatch app. So for today, we're going to go through a brief background and getting started with the app, getting your herd synced down there, your department sync, how the app looks. We're going to show you what the remedy and treatment section looks like, how to get and see different movement certificates, registering calves, the breeding section, mapping your farm, and then we'll look at different weight insights, dairy insights, the different EID readers that connect with the Herdwatch app, and also the weigh heads that connect with the app. So like I said, briefly touch on as many different sections as possible. But if you do want any more information, check out the website, pick up the phone and get in touch. You'll see the numbers here at the end. And there's also the message feature in the app. So just going back to the Herdwatch story. So this is new. We have over 22,000 Herdwatch members worldwide. We have over 2.3 million cattle active in the app today, over 2.9 million calf births recorded, over 1.7 million sheep managed on the app, and over 750,000 acres mapped on Herdwatch. So going back to 2014 when we launched, we have now been helping our 22,000 members with their herd performance and farm compliance. So this year we actually transitioned and we are now cattle, dairy, sheep and pasture by Herdwatch. So yes, they're all different specific apps, but it's all under the one Herdwatch app. So you'll get the package depending on what type of farming you do at home. So I'm now going to pass over to John first, who will go through his demo basically on getting started with the app and a few different features there available. So I will stop sharing and you can take over, John.
Thanks, Katie. So I'll just share my screen here. I'm just unable to share it there at the moment. You might have
Okay, 2 seconds now. I'll fix that.
No problem.
Right, try there again.
Okay. So, you'll just confirm if that's sharing okay for me.
Yeah, looking good.
Okay. So basically, here we have is the home screen of the app. This is what you see when you go into the app initially. As you can imagine, obviously it looks a bit bigger here, but it obviously fits down to the screen of your phone as well. The only real difference when you go into the app initially to what you see here now is there won't be any animals in your herd. So it'll say 0 in herd here at the top. And that is because at the start, when you do download Herdwatch from there, you have to sync the app with the department. If you're based in Ireland, you can sync it with Ag Food. If you're based in Northern Ireland, you can sync the app with your NIFIS account. In Scotland, you can sync it directly with Scotty ID. And in England or Wales, you can sync it directly with BCMS. To do so, you can just send us a message here in the bottom right-hand corner, and that will come into one of the customer service team or one of the sales team, and we'll be able to talk you through how to sync your Herdwatch account with your online department account to get your animals downloaded. So when you do create that sync between Herdwatch and your department account, what we do is we download your entire herd profile down onto the app for you, and it creates a live link between the two. So that will always be a live list of animals going forward for you. So whether you buy or sell animals, register calves, the app will update and it'll be a live list of animals going forward. So initially when you do sync, as I said, we do download all your animals. So if I click in here to the 107 in herd, it brings up a full list of my animals that are in my herd at this moment in time. So you can scroll down along, gives you all the tag numbers, gives you the breed and the gender of the animal. And in blue here on the left, the blue circle, it gives you the year the animal came into your herd as well. So let's say if you're here at the top, if I click on the top animal here, let's say tag number 340, it brings up that animal's profile where you've got the full tag number. See, it's a UK animal, so it's a UK tag number here. Here at the top right, if you have a picture of the animal, you can upload it into that animal's profile and have a picture there. You have the age, you have the breed, and you have the gender of the animal. All these there's different tabs then with information on them that as you scroll down along, it will give you information how long the animal has been in herd, the date it was moved in, its date of birth, different information like that. And all this information then, if you want to click into an animal, you can click on the edit button and it'll bring up different information where you can add a freeze brand number. As I said, you can add your image, different things like that. So just here then, if it is, let's say, for example, if it's a breeding cow, if you click on the progeny, it'll give you a list of all the calves that you've registered for that cow since you've been using Herdwatch. So it'll have all the calves there. You'll be able to click into each calf. And again, it brings up that animal's specific profile and you can track that cow's performance through that. There's also a history tab here in the top right-hand corner. The history tab basically brings up anything you've recorded on that animal since you've been using Herdwatch. So if you're using it for 5 years, 10 years, you'll obviously have lots of calves registered to a cow. You'll have medicine treatments, different things, SIRS, pregnancy scans. These will all show up in this history tab. It just gives you an idea of everything you've recorded for that animal. So there's obviously a huge amount of information you have available there to yourself there for your animals, and it can obviously continue to grow there for you. If you're using it obviously on your phone, this is how everything will show up. But we have a new desktop version as well, where if you have it on your computer, you can try the new desktop version. It's still in the early stages of development, but it just gives you a different view of your herd. So obviously I have a list here as well. So I have all my tag numbers down along the left. I have different columns then for breed, gender, date of birth, age, dam, sire, everything really that's on the animal. It just gives you a different view of it, which can be often very handy to filter your animals. If you want to see a certain amount of animals, you can click on let's say the filter section up here in the top right. You can change, I want to just see my animals from a certain date of birth to another certain date, or how long it's in the herd, different things like that. And obviously all these lists, then you can download them also. So it just gives you a different view of it. It's often very handy in the evening time to have it on your computer. So it just gives you a good look at that. So I'll just go back to the home page here now of the app. One of the main things is basically people download the app for initially is obviously to help with compliance. So that's recording your medicine treatments, your medicine purchases, which can all be done in Herdwatch, and it removes the need for the paperwork and removes the need for recording in your medicine book going forward. So there's 2 stages to recording a medicine treatment. First of all, you have to add your medicine into the app, into your cabinet on the app. So you can do that by just clicking the medicine purchase button down here in the bottom. You click on that, brings up a huge list of medicines that we have on the database already. You don't have to worry, you don't have to scroll down along and find a medicine. If you have the name, you can search it here at the top. So if I want to get Alamycin, I can click on that. Or if you're using your phone, you can just click on the blue scan button here and it'll scan the barcode of the medicine bottle, and that adds it in automatically for you, along with all the information on that medicine as well. So I won't do medicine treatment here now because that's basically just kind of exactly how you can do it there. I have one added already. So if I want to go now and record a cattle treatment, I can just, another button down here in the bottom right, just click on cattle treatment from my Rebony cabinet, click on that. It brings up my Alamycin. I've a 40 ml bottle of Alamycin added in here now. So if I click on that and just click next, I can select the date. So if it's today's date, I'll just click on OK, and it just brings me into this page here now. So basically, if you're recording your treatment on Herdwatch, there's anything that's highlighted in orange is essential for it to cover you for compliance. So there'll be bits that are in black. They're optional information. You can put it in yourself, but you can put anything in orange then is essential for the treatment to be official. So it was administered by, we'll say Grace, dose per animal, we'll say a 5 ml dose. And I can scroll down along. I can select the reason for treatment if I like. It's not essential. Because I scanned the barcode of the medicine bottle, the milk withdrawal, the meat withdrawal all comes in automatically for me. And the batch number comes in automatically as well. And again, as I said, I can put in a treatment result if it's successful, different things like that. So I have everything filled out in orange there now. I just need to click on the next button and then just click on continue here. And again, it brings me back to my full list of animals. I've got all my animals here and I can just tick them off as I'm dosing them, which records the treatment. Or if it's just 1 or 2 animals, I can just click on the search up here in the top right. And if I know the tag number, I can just type in the last 3 digits and select that animal as well if I like. There's also the option as well, if you have your different animals grouped to maybe where they are on the farm. So I know here I've 12 animals in the main shed and I have them in a specific group. I can click into that group and select all the animals in that group as well. And it just basically records that treatment for me. What I'll do is I'll just go back to my herd here and I'll just click on maybe the top 3 or 4 animals here and I'll just click save. And that's that recorded treatment there now. So I have 4 treatments, 5 ml of Valamycin recorded there now. And if I go back to my medicine cabinet here, it'll show me that I've only 20 ml. So it's taken 20 ml that I've used for the doses off and I've only got 20 ml of that medicine left. So it's very handy to help you keep track of your stock that you have for the medicine as well. So I'll just go back here now to the home page. So another big thing farmers use Herdwatch for is keeping track of their breeding. So on the home page here, there's the breeding tab. If I click into that, I'll see there's a number of different options here for me. And these are just different bits you can record for your animals if you have a suckler or dairy herd. So you can record all your serves, you can record your pregnancy scan results, your heat detections. And if you're recording all this information in Herdwatch, they all go in here then to a due to calf list. And when it's coming around calving season, then if you've been recording your information, you'll have your due to calf list up to date here, and it'll be able to keep you up to date when animals are due to calf in the next 7 days, which is a very, very handy feature for a very busy time of year. So I won't go through each feature. They're very, very similar to recording your medicine treatments. We follow a very similar process. What I can do is show you very quickly how to register a calf. So if I just click on my calf registration here, whether it's male or female. So if I click, let's say it's a male calf, I can scan the tag if I like using the camera on my phone again. But here I'll just, because I'm on a laptop, I'll just type in the last 6 digits. I can select the date. So if I, let's say, select Monday, and the calf was born on Monday, I can add an image of the calf as well if I like. And then it's the very same as your medicine treatments. Anything in orange is essential for the calf registration to be official. So I can click on, I can select the dam here. It brings up a list of my cows, and I can select any one of these. And if I have recorded a serve or pregnancy scan or a serve for this cow, whether it's AI or a stock bull, the sire breed and information will come across, will autofill here for me. So I don't have to enter that in. If you're recording your serves in the app, the sire breed and the breed for the animal comes in automatically for you onto the registration, which just makes life easier for you to register your calves on the go. As added there earlier on, there's different information you can add in his as well. So if the calf, unfortunately, died at birth, you can select the reason for death. You can scroll down along a little bit further. There's a number of different bits of information you can add in here. The calving difficulty, if the vet was needed, you can put in the size of the calf, its freeze brand number, pedigree animal, number of different information. It's all optional for you. And basically, when that's all filled out, if you click save here, it basically saves the calf registration for you. And you go into then a register saved calf. So there's this list here. Click on that. There's my calf now. I can select that calf and I can register it here by clicking on the orange register calf now button. And just sends it straight away for you off to Ag Food. It sends you to BCMS, NIFIS or Scotty ID, and that calf is registered with the department for you. You can fill out your calf registrations as soon as the calf hits the ground in the shed. You don't have to send it away straight away. Once you come back into the house that evening, you can just double check your information and you can confirm it with the department then. So just makes it very, very easy for you to record this information on the go, and record it accurately as well. So as mentioned, I've touched on medicines, breeding, registrations, all there, and this is all for the cattle section of the app. You'll notice here in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little apps button. So if you click on that, the cattle and dairy section that we're in at the moment is obviously green. You've got a sheep and goat section that's blue. If I click on that, it just changes the color scheme of the app and it brings me into the sheep section of the app, where the layout is the very same. Your flock essentially looks the very, very same as well. And you can record all the information. If you want to register a lamb to a ewe, if you want to record a medicine treatment like I've just done for my cattle, it's all laid out the very same. So you don't have to learn a number of different processes. It's all very, very easy to use. And in the apps button as well, there's also the pasture section, where you can click in here. You can get the map of your farm up in front of you, using satellite imagery, so you can map out your different fields. You can record your sprays, pesticides, your fertilizers, everything like that, the very same way as you would record your medicine treatments on your animals. It's all done in this section of the app, and it all covers you for compliance. So if you are wondering maybe if some of these features you're trying to click into them on the app, and they're maybe locked to you, not all these features are available on the free version of the app. So if you do click into a feature that is locked, it'll just give you, it'll run you through the process basically of signing up to one of our pro plans, where you can try out the pro features on Herdwatch on a number of our different plans, basically, where you're trying it on a month's free trial or a 6-month trial, or even going for the yearly subscription. There's a number of different options. And if you have any questions on any of that, the message center there in the bottom right hand corner, you can send us a message and we'll be happy to help you out. So I think that's everything from me, Katie, from my side of things. So I can stop sharing there if you like. It should be okay.
Now, so I'll just share my screen here now. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep. Show correctly. Oh, so you can see the home screen of the Herdwatch here at the moment, is it?
Yep.
Grand. So look, John's covered a lot of the main features on Herdwatch around compliance and calf reg and breeding. I'm just going to cover off a few different areas as well. Now, so I'm just using our Irish demo account here. So first thing I'm going to cover off is in regards to the movements. So in all the regions, Ireland, UK, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, you can process your movements using the Herdwatch app. It's under the compliance section here in animal movements, where you can see your movements in and your movements out. Now, the display may vary on the region that you're in. In Ireland, you can process your movement out by pressing the plus sign, selecting movement out, and inputting your buyer's herd number. So herd number, select next, click on the animals and they want to move. Once you press save, it'll allow you to send a cert to the department. The department then will respond back on Herdwatch with the cert number. You can send it on to the buyer directly, and the buyer just needs to accept it in using their Herdwatch app or their other software provider, and then the animals are automatically moved. To accept the movement, you just go plus sign, movement in, you enter the cert number. Once you prompt next, it'll ask you for your Herdwatch 6-digit PIN, and once the PIN's inputted, we'll communicate with the department and the animals will show on your screen. You just need to select the animals, save it, and the animals will automatically move in. Similar process in Northern Ireland, Scotland, UK, with your intention to move on, your movement out, and say your debt movements. The only thing is just in NI at the moment, we only have a facility to do a movement off and a debt movement. There's unfortunately no facility there to do the movement in. But the process is much the same across all regions. But like John said, any questions on, say, process and movements in your region, just give us a call here on the customer support side. Another thing I'm going to cover is just in regards to EID readers. So on the complete plan with Herdwatch, you can connect your EID reader. You might see this Bluetooth icon here. So on the phone version, if you select your Bluetooth icon, you can connect the reader to your device. That means that when you're doing tasks on Herdwatch with animal selection, you can just scan the tag or scan the animals according to you're doing the task. So say you're doing a medicine treatment like John was showing you, when you're at the animal selection point, you can connect your EID reader and then just go along the crush or the race and scan the animals, and that'll allocate that treatment record or that task against those animals. So the EID readers that we're compatible with are the Agrident AWR 250 and 300. We also connect with the APR 250, 450 and 600. We connect with the True Test, SRS2 and XRS2. And we also connect with the Allflex RS420. Now, there's two types of readers that we only can connect with on Android, which are the Shearwell STLS 440S reader and the Gallagher HR3, HR4, and HR5. So that's the readers, but on our website under the help articles, so I'll just change over here to the website. So under member support, there's help articles. So if you have any questions on your readers, you can contact the team, but also you can go in here and type in, say, AWR 250, and it'll bring you to an article on that reader. So it'll show you specifically how to connect that reader to your device, whether it be Android or iOS. So all the articles are full of all that information. Now, in a recent release, we also are now connecting with the weighheads. So we currently will connect with the True Test, EasyWeigh 7 and 6i. So to connect your reader, or say to connect for your weighhead, you just go plus, you go to your weight task, and it's the multitask weighing. So when you select this task, you connect both your reader and your weighhead. So you use your reader to scan the animal's tag, and you connect your weighhead then, and that'll bring the weight across onto the system. Now you can do weight recording, just quick weighing, which is just a general task where you select the animal and you input their weight beside them. So there's two different ways of doing your weight recording. Now we also, actually I just forgot to mention, we connect with the True Test panel reader as well, the XRP2 panel reader, and that's on Android only. So they're the readers compatibility that we connect with. But as I said, on the website, you'll find any article in regards to connecting them, but don't hesitate from contacting the team at any point or using the message center. Another area that I'm going to cover is just in regards to weight insight. So if you're recording your weights on Herdwatch, or you're using your weighhead and you're recording the weights through the system, under performance in weights, we have a weights insight section where it'll kind of give you stats and figures in regards to how that weight recording is performing. So you can look at say your average weights, your top 25%. What was the average weight recorded? Your average daily gain, or say your minimum average daily gain. But you can filter it back based on different recordings as well. So that's the weight insights. Other insights section as well that we have. You might notice here in regards to the dairy performance, we have the milk recordings. So you can look at your milk recordings. We connect with CIS, NMR, and ICBF. So once you connect your ICBF and Herdwatch, the recordings will automatically flow into the system. With NMR, we just need to confirm herd companion details with you, and there's a form that you need to fill out in order to connect with CIS. So once we get the recordings in, you can look at it both on a herd average basis or a per cow basis. So herd average will give you the figures in regards to that recording itself. You can change by filtering and looking at the different recording dates. Or else if you want to look at it at a per cow basis, select per cow, and give you list your tag numbers, and then have your, say, your lactation, your calving dates, your milks, your fats, your proteins. But it allows you then, say, for argument's sake, with your SEC, you can filter highest to lowest. So it's a nice way of kind of being able to look at your animals quickly. You can use the search icon on top, search the animal's tag number, so it'll filter down through the list. So that's your milk recordings. The other insight section is in regards to, say, Martin factory dockets. There's a system in place with Herdwatch where you can upload your Martin factory docket. There's a few different ways of uploading it. One way would be through our livestock purchases and sales, where, say, if I'm after purchasing cattle, I can update the sale record or the purchase record, and I can upload an image of the marked docket. Same as if I sold cattle to the factory in livestock sales, say I sold these 2 animals, I can update the record and I can upload the factory docket. And from that, we pull the information in regards to like price, weight, grade, and that information goes against the animal's profile in the system. Now, there's another way of doing that as well. On the Innovative Plan and Complete, you can get your factory or sales dockets emailed into the system. But once we have the information here, we have an insight section. So when I look at the insights, sorry, switch over here now to the main insight section. Now this is just a demo herd, so we just have all the records on the system here. So if I go back and I filter, say from January of 22, it'll tell me like the number of animals sold in that period against the revenue recorded from the animals that were sold, the gross margin, the number of animals I purchased, and it'll give you all these different figures in regards to how your cattle are performing in regards to prices, grades, and it allows you kind of make more it helps you make decisions when it comes to buying cattle or selling cattle. So it's a great feature. And look, say if you're talking to the guys and you're interested in getting set up on Herdwatch, they'll go into it with you in more detail. But it's just a nice feature to have. And say when it comes to buying and selling cattle. I suppose there's a few other things. I know, John, you covered off most of it, the buy and sell section as well. You can advertise your cattle on Herdwatch. Say if you're interested in selling your cattle, you can sell them through the app and look at different listings. So to buy and sell, you can just browse the listings here. Let's filter here over. So you can look at any of the adverts available, or you can create your own adverts. One thing just to note, the message center is a very important thing. So if you're new to downloading the app, or you've been using the app before and you kind of want to get back up and going, the message center here allows you to pop a message into the guys. We can get back to you there, let's say, in regards to your questions. I suppose I've gone through the tutorials there, Katie. What would be in regards to signing up? I know, John, do you want to cover that, or Katie?
Yeah, I suppose like there's always going to be just ringing straight in, and you'll always get through to someone and be able to sign up that way. If you're having any difficulties with, maybe you created an account in the past and you can't get back into the app, you're always able to just get in touch with the team and they'll help you get back into your account. I suppose if you do want to try out the app, you can do it from the website as well. Going on to herdwatch.com, you'll see plenty of options there for you to click on, where you can try the app there, or you can buy the app, whatever you want to do. The trial of the app, you're able to sign up just for your 30-day trial, and it also gives you the different packages that are available as well. But it's definitely worth checking out this website, herdwatch.com. There is a few websites there. Just make sure you are on the correct one. Make sure it's the .com version. That's the most up-to-date one. That's both for Ireland, the UK, and North America. So do check that out. Right, I might take over sharing there. So again, if you're finished, Chris, thanks very much. Right, can you see my screen okay?
Yep.
Perfect. So like I said, this is the website anyway. It has everything there for you to check out if you want more information in terms of help articles with getting your reader connected, getting how to use different features. There's video tutorials on there as well, of literally a step-by-step guide of using the different features in the app. There's previous webinars if you want a more detailed webinar on just calf registration or just breeding. We do have more in-depth webinars on the website. So definitely do check that out. And like I said, you can sign up to the Herdwatch app also on the website. But the easiest would be literally just going straight onto your app store or your Play Store and downloading the Herdwatch app there and creating your account. Also, just to keep up to date with the latest Ag Ventures and the AgriPod by Herdwatch. So the Ag Ventures is a little series that I do. So I travel around to different well-known farmers across Ireland and the UK. We have one coming from North America as well, and just to see what they're getting up to. It's just very entertaining. And the AgriPod then, it would be my podcast, which is available on our website as well. All these are available on the website, YouTube, Spotify, And then the AgriPod is just I'd focus on different elements. I just recently recorded one on grassland management, for example. So they're very accessible and nice to watch back on them as well. As well, always remember we have a refer a friend scheme going on at the moment. So if you refer another friend to Herdwatch, you'll get €100 or £100 off your next renewal. So bear that in mind. It's a nice, easy way to make money. So just by referring a friend, going on to the herdwatch.com website /rewards and filling out the form there will get you that €100 or pound off when you're renewing next. So just always remember that. We will be at the Royal Highland Show. So I suppose that's the next big show we're going to be at. So that is this month now, Thursday the 20th to Sunday the 23rd of June. I know Chris will be there. So if you're going to be there, make sure to call to the stand. There's always deals going on as well. So keep an eye on those. But it's always best just to ring straight into the team and someone will get you sorted. You'll see the contact numbers there on the right hand side. So there's the Republic of Ireland number and the UK number there. We have an email address as well, but I would suggest either ringing or using the message feature in the app. On behalf of myself and the lads, thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions, send them on. Someone will get back to you very, very quickly, and do download the app and always make sure it's the most updated version. But if you have any questions on signing up, do get in touch and we would be delighted to help you. So thanks very much, lads, for helping me out today.
Cheers, Katie.
Thanks, Katie.
Brilliant. And take care, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, everyone.